Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for Unfinished Business. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those that get to actually watch the movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds. So 10 seconds are up. So for those that have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you fair warnings. As usual, I did. So yeah, Unfinished Business, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So yeah, this movie stars Vince Vaughn, Tom Wilkinson, Dave Franco, Sierra Miller, Nick Frost, and James Marsden. And yeah, it's basically about um this small time business owner portrayed by Vince Vaughn and his two co-workers portrayed by Dave Franco and Tom Wilkinson. They basically have to travel to Europe in order to get this handshake to close a deal. And yeah, and this movie has been widely panned by critics. Many people are saying this is a really bad movie, it's a terrible movie and whatever. And I actually have to disagree. I actually really enjoy this movie. Call it a guilty pleasure or whatever, but I personally actually really enjoyed this movie. It's not the best movie out there, and it knows that's not the best movie out there. But it's it is trying to be comedic, and yeah, many people say that the comedy is terrible for this movie, and actually, it isn't that bad. I think the main problem with this movie is that many people were expecting this hardcore X-rated comedy, like This Is the End or 22 Jump Street, which by the way, that movie sucked ass as well. So whatever. Um, you know, but I think that's the thing, major issue with this movie that many people were just expecting something different, and at the end they kind of got something. They got it with a little bit more added to it, which some people just didn't like. And yeah, I mean personally, I actually really enjoyed this film. Guilty pleasure or not, it was actually a pretty good movie in my opinion. It's a typical Vince Vaughn comedy movie, and Vince Vaughn movies are typically good. I mean, Wedding Crashers, that was a pretty good movie from like back in 2003. And recently he did Delivery Man, and that was another great movie by him. So, so yeah, I mean, I think that's the problem. Many people were just expecting something different, and they got another thing instead. But overall, I still really enjoy this. Now, the acting and the writing, it's not that good. I will admit, it's not that good. It's not the best acted movie or the best written movie out there. And it knows that it's got some decent writing, decent acting. Um, and yeah, I mean there are a lot of jokes throughout the movie, and yes, most of the jokes, or most of the best jokes are in the trailers, but there are some other jokes throughout the movie that are still pretty good and comedic, in my opinion. Now, one thing many people are complaining about is the fact that they try to add too much heart into the movie by mixing in Vince Vaughn's family, or in the movie his family, into the mix, and just adding another layer to the movie that shouldn't be there, which is the heart. And in my opinion, should it have been there? Not really, but it was interesting to see that dynamic of seeing how how a relationship could be affected, with how a child's relationship could be affected with their father always traveling, and I thought that was a pretty interesting a part of the movie. So yeah, I mean, it's not the best movie. It's not. It's never gonna be the best movie out there. And it knows that. I mean, I guess it's a guilty pleasure for me, but for me, I had a lot of fun actually watching this movie. Dave Franco, he's always in the movie he portrays this idiot from, oh my gosh, such an so many idiot stuff he does, so idiotic. But it's still fun and kind of endearing to see him. Tom Wilkinson is kind of this perverted, I don't want to say perverted asshole, because I mean he does act like an asshole at times, but he's more of a pervert, trying to act young. And that's pretty funny at times, just because of the nature of it. Vince Vaughn, he's dealing with his family and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, is it a bit unfocused? Does it have so many things going on that just doesn't work well? I guess you could say that, but for me, I really enjoyed this film. Guilty pleasure or not, for me, I don't, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's a guilty pleasure. I'm gonna say I genuinely enjoyed the movie. I'm just gonna say straight up, I genuinely enjoyed the movie. Was it what I was expecting? By no means wasn't. It really wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting some hardcore, um, X-rated comedy movie, with a lot of sexual innuendos and stuff like that, which we got. plus some added bonuses with the heart, with the family and stuff. So I mean, for me, I actually really enjoyed this movie, as opposed to many other people who seem to really dislike it. And yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give it a 7 out of 10. It's actually a pretty enjoyable movie in my opinion. Yes, it does have its flaws. Again, the writing, the acting not being all that good, most of the jokes being in the trailer, etc., etc. But it knows what it wants, it knows what it's doing, and it's not trying to be the best movie out there. It's just trying to be some pretty good entertainment, which I do believe is some pretty good entertainment. If you like Vince Vaughn and if you like a good comedy movie, go check it out. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. I mean, I give it a shot. Okay, I mean, you're not gonna know if you like something unless you don't give it a shot. Give it a shot. Trust me. Trust me. You're probably gonna enjoy it. You're gonna find something enjoyable about the movie. Um, so yeah, I mean, honestly, why it's being critically panned or whatever, why many people are hating it, I have no idea. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, 7 out of 10 is what I'd give. What I'd give Unfinished Business. And here's one joke I've been hearing a lot. That this movie does seem like a bit of unfinished business. I mean, basically because it just feels incomplete or whatever. I will admit that's actually a pretty funny joke, but it's still a pretty good movie. And yeah, that's basically it for this review. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Aside from that, comment down below on your thoughts on the movie. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever you guys prefer. Remember to follow me on Instagram, which is Daniel Mart. And aside from that, that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.